Hey, because of Malarkey Sports, you already know what it is, man. It's a special edition. You know what I'm saying? The NBA Finals was going on yesterday, and yeah, what? Why everybody look like that?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just sharing it to my page. Just sharing it to my
Oh,
page.
okay.
Trying to get
But
us
them
out there.
finals,
You know what I'm saying, baby? Yeah.
What's up with everybody in the chat,
hey,
man? What's
hey,
up in
them
the chat, man? Say what's up in the chat if you're watching right now, man. Yeah. Hey, so y'all caught the game. Everybody caught the game, right?
ooh,
Oh
did I?
yeah.
Everybody caught
You
the
Did
game.
talking
I,
about
Dallas?
that
What
ass whooping?
Wagwan, Dallas? Wagwan.
Wagwan. Wagwan, brethren. Look, man,
You talking about
let
that
me tell you
ass
something.
whooping?
Let me tell you something. How many people picked, like, who did y'all pick to win game one? That's what I want to know. Who did y'all pick?
Boston? No. I said, look, you can go back and check my post. I said Boston in 5. I said Boston in 5.
I picked I picked the Mavs in 6.
I also picked the Mavs in 6. What about you? Bro, why are you just, what about you?
Paperweight. You trying to act like he froze this
I
shit?
got Mavs in 5. For real.
So,
Okay.
but look, all right, I didn't account for Porzingis to actually come out in prime
That's what
form.
That's what a lot of y'all didn't account for.
I
That's what
thought.
a
I'm
lot of
honest.
people did.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I thought with the Celtics whooping ass without Porzingis in the lineup for like what 30 days.
38.
I thought Porzingis coming back was gonna be, it was gonna throw him off a little bit. Porzingis came out there and dropped 18 in the first half, 11 in the first quarter. That
That
man
nigga
blocked
came out.
3 shots in the first quarter.
That nigga came out hitting 30-foot 3-pointers.
Bruh,
They was guarding him. They was up on him. It
Yes,
was
sir.
hey,
What are
he
you?
he looked
How you
he
gonna
looked
guard him?
like a cheat code last night. Like he literally looked like a video game
2K
cheat
player.
code. This dude
And
was coming out of the screen. Like you would be focused on the play by the basket. Here comes Porzingis just coming in off the screen, slamming this shit. Like, oh my God, dude. Wait, and
yes.
then the off the screen 3-pointers. The dude's over here assisting like Magic Johnson in the late day show. Like nobody was expecting Porzingis to come out except a few of us. Just a few.
just a few.
Okay,
Just a
LeBron.
few.
Okay,
No.
LeBron.
I'm just saying it was a few of us that
The
was like,
reason,
hey, if Porzingis come back, Boston gonna be real legit because Brown's already playing some hellified defense,
What's up
and the
with
boy.
him?
this was off the chain. The way he was, let me compose myself. The way he was poking balls free, did he? That man,
Did it?
Bro,
man, defense was on another level.
that nigga's out there poking balls left and right.
Man,
You get a ball. You get a ball. Looking at it.
bruh. And look, they want to. Well, a lot of people want to talk about Tatum. I'm like, well, Tatum was getting assists. Look, Tatum, they
You know
got
what?
a double team on Tatum, right? And as soon as Dallas tries to go away from the double team on Tatum and try to play more big man ball, they're gonna get ate up again. Watch,
Look, man.
gonna get ate up
Let's talk
again.
about the weak link in my eyes last night that I really feel like cost them. A lot of people pointed at Kyrie, right? They pointed at
Okay. I
Kyrie because
thought
they
you was
said
about to do
Kyrie
that
wasn't
too.
being aggressive. But I felt like he did what he felt like he needed to do. It's Kyrie. I'm not finna bash Kyrie because he Kyrie. But I will talk bad about Derek Lively. I will talk bad about him.
Who?
Lively.
He almost deserved it, Papa Logiano. He almost deserved
Okay,
it.
but, in your words, but,
But
ain't he a rookie?
No.
nah,
This is his
Lively.
second year.
He like
He's
2
Very
years
young.
in,
He
bro.
like 20, 21.
I thought he was a 2-year guy, 2 or 3
Yeah,
year
I
guy.
think
This is
he's
his
2
second
years.
year. It's got to be his second year. But this is what I feel you with that because he had 4 or 5 fouls in the third quarter.
Yeah, he had 5 in the third.
This is what I wanted to say
5
about
in the
Jason
third.
Tatum before we moved on from Jason. The way that he was able to compose himself was unreal, bro. Because he was like, dude, a lot of people, when you see Jason Tatum, you're just like, oh man, he about to, when he touched the ball, ain't nobody else getting it. He finna hog that hoe. He was very passive, which allowed
especially in the
Porzingis to
first.
go off. Because if he demanded the ball the way we all used to seeing Jason Tatum demand the ball, it would have been the Celtics in the finals all over again. Ass whooping.
Yeah, this is second year in the league.
Yeah, so I was like, he got to be very young. It's a learning curve. But to this date, he has played more playoff games than Porzingis, which is why I thought Porzingis wasn't going to be ready. This is the deepest he's ever been in the playoffs.
But you're talking about a guy who came out of wherever he from
and hates Luka.
Man, he was the unicorn. Remember, he was the
original
guy. He was supposed to be, and he's looking like that guy. So not looking like
how many
that,
years has Porzingis underperformed according to what everybody and all the analysts and everybody?
I ain't gonna lie.
Unguardable. He's a big dribbling ass
motherfucker. I was trying to see if there was like a deeper hatred between the two, considering one's like from Latvia and the other one's Slovenia.
They're trying to start another war.
That's what I was trying to think. Like maybe they hate each other on some cultural shit, but nah, their countries have peaceful relations. So these two just like genuinely hate each other.
No, so find out. Both of them said to mainstream media that they didn't have a problem with each other, but everybody's professional.
You really come on, man. They're white. Of course they're gonna say that to the mainstream media.
So
they're not like us. We are gonna tell you who we got beef with. White people will be like, look, unless their name's Donald Trump or they're in the MAGA party. In the general part, white people play passive aggressive. And they're like, oh, we don't have an issue with each other. And then they go on and they have issues with each other.
And one of them people is his hairdresser.
That's crazy. That's Donald Trump's real hair. That boy hair plugs off the chain.
No, it's not.
My hair plugs off the chain, cuz.
Get out.
But I was saying about Porzingis, so a lot of people want to look at Kyrie's journey, well deserved, is off the chain. I'm digging what it was. What went on with him with Brooklyn, the Celtics, coming here the first year and really showing that when he can be a bona fide Robin.
Well, it's not his first year, is it? I thought this was his second year with Dallas. No?
This was
Dallas last year.
His first full year.
Yeah, because he came over in a trade.
But he came in with them last year, though. Well, he didn't come in with them, but he got traded to them last
halfway.
Yeah.
So I just mean like the first
right before,
okay.
Right before the playoffs even kicked off. That's when Kyrie got there. Okay.
So if you look at Porzingis, let's look at him. You look at him, his stint in Dallas, trash.
Underperformed. Super.
He goes to Washington.
He didn't want to be there,
and he balled out in Washington.
Yeah, he go to Washington, have a great year, but the team sucked. And then
garbage.
You go here, and a lot of people looking at you and like, oh, he's gonna play a Chris Bosh role. It's a Chris Bosh all over again. But hey, man, one of your superstars did show up.
I didn't see that last night. Supposed to? Shit, I seen a My Creator 2K player on this screen.
He wasn't even the My Career player. He was one of them players you made in the menu, the creator player menu. Everything was 99.
Matter of fact, look, he's the player the developers put in the game to make sure that you can't cheat. When every time you think you fixing to go hard with your player, then you got to come against this boss ass motherfucker. That's who he was last night.
Ain't had nobody that could guard that man last night, bro. And that's what threw shit off. Now, looking at Luka,
y'all know that Kyrie and Luka is mad now, right?
Of course. But here's the thing, though.
Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Okay, so a lot of people looked at Kyrie last night like, Kyrie took a lackadaisical step. He was facilitating Luka's 30 points. So if Luka's taking these shots, if everybody's trying to take the type of shots they are, how many shots is that leaving open for Kyrie? You see what I'm saying? Yep. Like he could take a few more shots, but unless he starts to really focus, unless he starts to make himself the focal point instead of Luka, which then that's going to throw in some.
But Derrick Jones don't need to be taking them shots either, though. Derrick Jones running into four people, putting up them bad shots, like
his shot selection, his shot selection.
I feel like that was a big part of it too. Go ahead, D. Go ahead.
They offense got thrown off, but like Papi Lokiano said, they are upset. And when you think about it, when you go back and you look at all the other series the Mavericks played, the Clippers, the Thunder, Timberwolves, now the Celtics. Well, the Clippers and the Thunder for sure. In game one of both of those series, they got their asses beat in game one, and they came back. You know what I'm saying? Came back and closed those series out. So it's still very possible. It's still very possible. There's going to be some adjustments made. I mean, how many games do you think Kyrie is going to go 12 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds?
Now nutter.
Nah, I don't think he'll go too many unless like I said, unless they're making Luka, you know what I'm saying, trying to make him like basically the MVP of this final. But there's still gonna be some shots Kyrie can take. I just don't think he'll be able to take. I don't think if Luka's scoring, let's say 30 plus, close to 40, there's only room enough for Kyrie to hit probably about 22.
What you mean? Because y'all boy was
you're not gonna have, bruh, not in these finals, dog. Not in these finals. Not the way Boston's playing. You're not gonna have both of them hitting for 30 plus. I don't see it happening.
If they manipulate the defense. Now, and that goes to say what we've been talking about on Cut the Malarkey Sports all year. The bad reffing. If you can get the refs, if you can get the refs calling stuff, you know what I'm saying, left and right, of course you know they're gonna call stuff. If Luka go downhill and starts attacking, he's getting those calls.
But you know, we didn't check.
Best though. You talking about the best?
We didn't check.
Best of the refs.
Okay, but what we need to check, we didn't check. I'm surprised I didn't check it. Was where the line is, because if the line is on the Mavericks, because everybody put their money on the Mavericks, guess who's winning these finals? Well, guess who gonna get them calls? You gotta remember,
30 rebounds, 1 assist. Luka gonna get his regardless of who guards.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get it.
It's just if they're running through Luka a little more, he's gonna. I mean, I think that's gonna open them up more because he's gonna get the calls if he go downhill. They don't want him on the bench. You know what I'm saying? It's the finals. If the ball is going through Luka in the first half, the Mavs taking it. The Mavs taking it.
Can I throw out the obvious real quick?
Damn, your hand big as hell.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
Porzingis is not Gobert. You can see the difference in when you have a big man that can move their feet.
100%.
It changed they whole. It made Luka more of a one-on-one player last night. If you want to tell the truth, Luka ISO'd so much last night.
And look what happened with Brown.
Shots, but it took away everything.
Everything else on the floor.
Everything away.
It took everything away.
He had to be the superstar that he is last night. Even when they made that run in the third quarter, I was like, okay, here it come. Here they come.
They got so close.
Getting tired.
No, dude.
You know what I think's gonna happen? Luka's gonna have a subpar game. Kyrie's gonna have to pick up the slack, but they're still gonna end up losing.
I think that
it'll switch back.
Both of them mad as hell right now. These niggas got us fucked up. You right, my nigga. These niggas got us fucked up, my nigga. We're going to go out there and ball out, my nigga.
What is this supposed to be is what I want to know.
I don't know.
He's supposed to be Luka.
I don't know.
Luka got a pass, bro. Luka got a pass.
That's African as shit, but
and throughout this series, just keep in mind, throughout this series, I do not see beyond maybe one game Kyrie and Luka both having over 30. I don't see beyond one game.
I don't think the two of them would need of course you got Jason Kidd. You know, great basketball mind. I think he's gonna make some major adjustments. You didn't see what's the guy's name? Hardy?
James Hardy.
Hardy came in at the end of the game, scored some buckets. They tried to insert him in the first half. It didn't quite work out, but One thing I didn't research into, and I should have, is Tim Hardaway. Is he injured? I didn't see him on the injury.
Oh, he
injury
played.
list.
He
Junior?
played last night.
Tim
He played
Hardaway
some
Jr.
of
And
it.
he's an absolute bucket. He played at the end, right?
No, he
But
played
he ain't
during the
nothing like
match.
Pops though.
He did.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
played.
remember.
He must have not. He must
He
have not
put
did
up.
much.
I saw a shot he put up on the right 3-point line, right side 3-point line. It was like an ugly fadeaway at the end of the shot clock.
Yeah, but
Let me
did he hit it?
Tim
Hell
Hardaway
no.
Jr. You ain't like your
Hell no,
Pops
he hit
though.
this shit.
I think that had to have been like the end of the
You
game.
ain't
He
got
played
that
8 minutes.
crossover.
Hardy played 11 and scored 13 points. Hardaway played 8 minutes, got nothing.
But hey, I
okay.
will say this
Hardy,
though. I think
you said Hardaway played 8 minutes.
Yeah, Hardaway played 8
Hardaway
minutes.
played 8 minutes, scored
Yeah,
nothing.
that's what I thought.
Hardy
That's
played
why I was
11.
like, man.
Yeah, he didn't play
Hey,
Hardy.
you know what? Somebody we not taking account for, and
Powell
I hate
didn't
I
play
didn't do
very well
this. Holiday. I didn't account for Holiday.
Drew Holiday.
Defense was
You
off the
talking
chain.
about they really have a four-headed monster. Somebody got to come with them, especially when it comes to the defense. It can't just be Kyrie and Luka. They extravagant,
But think about this.
somebody got to come along, bro.
Kyrie and Luka have never been known to make an all-defensive team, ever. That's
No,
just
Luka's
game.
Luka's like worse than James Harden when it comes to defense.
Ballers. We be on some Twinkies.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yeah, but when it comes to defense, Luka's worse
who the
than
hell
Harden.
is it?
If somebody wants to talk about James Harden defense, they got to put Luka before him because Luka's defense
is better than James
All them
Harden.
niggas trash.
No, it's trash. It's complete trash. Harden's defense is way better than Luka's defense. I'm
He got a
sorry.
steal last night.
Now
Luka got a steal last night.
No. When he was with the
Still.
Rockets, his defense was better
That
than.
man used to swipe down at the ball and
Pray.
No. The year they had to go into the bubble, that's when his defense shot through the roof. Actually, the season before they had to go
Rockets
to the
no
bubble.
more during the bubble, was he?
Yeah. That's why they got beat out by what was that Denver? Or was it the Lakers?
He was on all them teams and all
They either got beat out by Denver or the Lakers in the bubble.
So let me ask y'all this: what adjustments do you feel like the Mavericks need to try to make this?
Bro,
I think it's gonna be personnel adjustments because if you think about it, like I was saying, bro, Luka and Kyrie are not two players that you see making an all-defensive team, and you got to be able to stop somebody from scoring on the Celtics. So they're gonna make adjustments there. I don't think it's gonna be major adjustments because I don't see a major defensive stopper on the Mavericks that's gonna just stop somebody like that. So
And
you
that's
really
the problem.
got to outscore them, which means you finna put all your bucket getters on the floor at the same time. And how do you know what I'm
But
saying?
how did they play defense? Exactly.
How
That's
they
the
play
problem.
them niggas
That's
is
the
trash.
If you
See,
put
because-
Hardy, Kyrie, Tim Hardaway, and Luka, and then a big, like what Gafford?
They're getting scored on. Yeah, they might score, but they're getting scored on.
They're gonna get
The
scored on.
Celtics
It's
are
just gonna be
And
huge,
that's what a lot of people aren't understanding because a lot of folks are saying like right
the
now,
Celtics are big, bro.
well, Dallas is gonna have to go big next game. Dallas is gonna have to, and it's like, dude, okay, Dallas will do that, but now they're gonna slow down the tempo of their own offense.
Yeah, because
Just to get back into transition to
Powell
defense,
is the
that's
biggest
gonna
guy
hurt
they
you.
have, and he's slow. Powell is slow.
Man, you ain't gonna talk about power like that.
He's slow. What you
I
want
don't
from me?
I don't care. You ain't gonna talk about power like that. You ain't gonna talk about power like that. It's
If
power.
they sacrifice their speed and they try to put big men out there, it's over.
It's a wrap. Like they literally from how I seen it last night. Look, they're gonna need a fucking miracle in Dallas because they got checkmated the entire series in that first game. They had a chance. They came in within 10 points.
Bitch up. That's how you do it.
They brought that first half lead of almost or over 30. It was ridiculous. It was embarrassing. And then they get it down to within 10 in the second half, only for that shit to shoot right the fuck. Nah, they gonna have to figure some shit
when they
out.
shot back up, they were within 8.
Within 8. Yep.
Luka sat down and they took the fuck off.
Boy.
Once they took off again, once they were in the 20s, it was over with. It was over with.
Over.
I know this CTM Sports, y'all. I just want to say something. Y'all ain't gotta react to it. Y'all ain't got to find no humor in it. My humor's different. I'm gonna say something. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing, but I'm gonna say it because I got to.
Mute
right.
this nigga.
Famed
Nah,
Apollo 8
say it.
astronaut William Anders, 90, dies in a horrid crash when his plane nose dives into the water. He was the pilot.
Wait. Say that again.
Nigga, what they got to do with the sports?
I said it had
He
nothing to do
said
with
that.
sport.
No, but say it again.
Sit y'all bad ass down.
Famed Apollo 8 astronaut William Anders, 90 years old, dies in a horrid crash when his plane nose dives into the water.
What Levita at when you need her?
Was he flying? Please tell me he wasn't flying the plane at 98 years old.
90.
Nigga, ain't
90.
Still.
You know what? Fuck both of y'all, nigga. I was trying to read the shit.
He was actually the pilot?
I hate you. I
What's
fucking
his
hate
name?
you.
Tell me his name one more time, folks.
His name is
Man.
William Anders.
I fucking hate you.
William Anders.
90 years old, bro.
I hate you. Do you understand
Was
that?
90.
D Terrell 217. Do you? Hey, you, sir, over here. And I hate you. I hate you so much.
I just had to
Let me tell you
say
I'm the only
that.
one that heard it.
Random as fuck. And I was not born in
I'm the only one
1950.
that heard it.
I must have missed it. I must have missed it.
I'm the only one that heard it.
No, I heard his peanut head ass. Fuck dude. I don't give a fuck about him. Or your tight ass shirt.
We can keep it here for just a little second longer. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a cool little story of a little nugget that I picked up, or a nugget that Neil Armstrong lied about picking up. So apparently, on his moon landing, he picked up a moon rock, right? A rock from the moon. He gave it to someone, and several years later, you know what I'm saying? Several decades later, they had it tested and found that bitch was actually petrified wood, which there's no wood on the moon.
So them niggas went to Arizona?
You're welcome.
No, that's not what that means. That's not what that means.
And that shit was a lie, son.
Just cut the Malarkey. Cut the Malarkey Sports in this bitch now itch.
We don't want to get into the history
Hey,
conspiracy theories of the world. Let's get back to sports.
So a couple days ago, Bay got ejected for the first time. And if I find out which one of them fucking refs did it, I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna choke shot you. I'm gonna let you.
I think the ref was a woman.
Hey, I'm gonna choke shot you and I'm gonna let you go before you die.
For the record, tell everybody who she is, because you just called her Bay. Don't nobody know who the woman.
Bay. But Angel Reese got ejected for the first time when she went up against what's that girl name?
She got ejected against New York.
I thought it was
it wasn't
she got ejected. I don't know who she got ejected against.
Oh well, because I was finna have a problem with that.
But
she went up against the Liberty then, and then she got ejected for the first time in her career. A couple days ago, and I'm gonna choke shot the ref. What y'all think about that?
Man,
you know, WNBA, NBA, they're not subjected to the bullshit of the refs when they be in their feelings and they feel like they need to set a precedent for who they are and this is my game and what I say go. They gonna do that. But the thing about it is, you don't do that to the. I hate to call her a star, but she is a box office name right now. You don't throw out your money. You don't.
What you mean? You don't want to call her no star? But y'all niggas sitting out here calling Caitlin. But y'all niggas sitting out here talking about Caitlin Clark as a star.
I never said she was a star. I never said she was a star.
Caitlin Clark's jerseys let you know her sales. All right, she's a star. She's number 4.
What you mean?
Caitlin Clark is number 4 for jersey sales amongst NBA players. I didn't say WNBA. I said NBA. Why do you think that whole Pat McAfee show was so important? Because she was stating facts last week as to, look, people may not want to call her a star, but the numbers show otherwise.
This is what I'm gonna say.
That's why I call her a box office name.
I think that the referee was tripping He was power tripping, straight up. Because did Angel Reese commit a foul? I'm gonna be honest. I watched the play several times. I didn't even see her touch the girl. I didn't see her touch.
Talking.
She talked after that because it was a bogus ass call. She was like, "Man,
but
that's
it
some
wasn't
bullshit."
like it was just normal shit.
He called her tech because she said that's some bullshit while she was walking away, right? After which, while she turned away, she waved him off like, "Man, fuck all that." You know what I'm saying? He threw her out for a wave.
See,
because these refs are bitch made ass.
No,
nigga, if I find you,
they really are. They really are.
He could have just let that go because he already gave her a bogus ass tech.
Yeah.
Right? You already gave us gave her a bogus ass tech. Let her ride with the one. But to throw her out the game for waving you off, bro, get out your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Keep the whistle on hand. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But other than that, yeah, he was out of line. He was definitely out of line.
Y'all are right though when you talk about like the refs across the board, because we're seeing that so much more in the NBA, not as much in the NFL, but in the NBA and the WNBA, you seeing these refs like they want to talk to the players don't want to talk to them. There's a T, you're getting teed up, and it's like, wait a minute, the dude sitting on the bench supposed to be either focused on the game or focused on his team that's in a meeting, not talking to your ass. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, these refs are feeling like they need to be fined. They seriously need to be fined for this bullshit, especially when it's a call in which you're kicking a player out or teeing a player up because they don't want to talk to you. Like if they have sufficient enough evidence where they're like waving you off or they don't want to talk, the refs should get fined for that shit every single time. Start taking it away from the
ref. Well, that was a player that didn't want to talk to a ref. He didn't say she was like, "Man, I just don't want to talk to you." So he's like, "Fine, T."
Like,
like, bro. But then let's go back in the day when folks like Rasheed Wallace would just
be all up in the
and then you get the fucking T just for looking at a nigga. Like,
Tim Duncan too. Was it Tim Duncan too? That happened too?
No. Tim Duncan got the worst. Tim Duncan got the worst fucking technical foul in the world, bro.
He laughed.
The nigga is sitting at the end of the bench.
Yep.
And he said, somebody said something. He said,
well, no, I think he had,
out of here. Nigga, what?
I think the ref had just called a bad call on the floor. And Tim laughed at the bad call on the floor. So then the ref turns around, tees him up. He was like, "Oh, you do it again? You're out." Kicked him out.
Nigga, are you laughing? Are you laughing at the bad call that I just made?
If you gonna find a player
$25,000
for tees, if it's a bullshit ass tee, then you need to find the ref.
Find the ref.
Yes.
If you're gonna and reverse, did they not reverse Angel's tee the second one?
Oh no, Lonzo said he was paying for it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Lonzo said he
who the fuck? Lonzo, hey.
You shooting the shot. You can't be mad at him. You can't be mad at him.
I don't give a fuck about you being in Chicago, my nigga. I will find you.
From Lonzo. It's some motion going.
I don't give a fuck about no motion.
All right, so you said that about Angel Reese. How y'all feel about what's her name? Kennedy? Is it Kennedy?
The reptilian?
The girl who gave
Camilla?
Caitlin
You mean that light-skinned reptilian looking bitch?
Yeah. So like when I look at that play, a lot of people was like, "Wow, well, it's WNBA. Oh, we've been playing like that. The rookies got to get they due. Didn't that third blah blah blah." And then they threw out, "Oh, that's hating. Why you hating on the girl? Why you doing that?"
It's not hating.
We didn't talk about it. Do y'all feel like it was some hating going on, or they didn't look at the big picture of it all?
They looking at it under a microscope because it's Caitlin Clark.
Well, if they looked at the microscope, they wouldn't have did nothing to the girl. Because Caitlin was talking that cash shit to her ass. Caitlin was talking that shit.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
I've seen the entire play.
Every game.
I've seen the entire play for what everybody tried to basically excuse reptilian bitch for basically tackling Caitlin Clark on the court because she looked like a reptilian. Okay,
You
listen,
just mad
first
because
and
she on the
foremost.
winning team.
No. First
Yeah.
and foremost,
Y'all
okay.
know that down the street, right?
None of that shit from before that play. None of that shit. Oh, she's pushing her out. She's in the flow of the game. Oh, she elbowed her. Elbow was nowhere near her face. Oh,
You
she's
right. You
talking
right.
shit.
You
Oh,
right.
well, how's she talking shit to the girl when the girl is on her backside shoulder and
You
she's
right.
faced this way going towards the court? Y'all looked
What?
every person that is trying to hate on Caitlyn, and we know why, all right, is because you're looking for things to pinpoint and be like, oh, see, there you go. Oh, see, there you go. Right there, right there. Look,
Go ahead. Go
there
ahead.
is one good unanswered question. Where the fuck are her teammates? Right? Because there's no way in the hell that this woman, this young lady, comes in, is basically the face of the league, whether people want to admit it or not.
Cap.
She's
I feel
the
like
Jordan.
that's Angel
Look.
Wilson.
I'm gonna
You're
go
not
with
finna
Asia on
disrespect
that,
Angel
bro.
like that.
She's the best
You can
player
say
in the
that.
league.
You can say that. But here's the problem. And I'm going to give you a great example. When Michael Jordan first came into the league, Michael Jordan came in with all the hype, came in with Nike, came in with the biggest shoe deal, came in with all this shit. Okay. Who was the face of the league? Who was the
Bird.
real MJ? Bullshit. Magic Johnson. Because
Magic
when you
Johnson.
if you talk to anybody, your parents' age or older, and ask them who the real MJ was, especially back then, oh, that's Magic Johnson.
Target.
Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan, but he was the face
Facts.
of the league. He was coming in with the shoe deal. He was coming in with all the TV ratings that the NBA needed because they were sucking in the 70s and the early 80s. And he was bringing the viewership up. Okay. See, this is the problem, right? So now after the generation that was raised on Jordan goes on and is constantly saying, oh, Jordan's the GOAT, blah, 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 Jordan this, Jordan that, Jordan this. And y'all forgot about Magic Johnson. This is the same shit with Caitlin Clark. Aja Wilson is the Magic Johnson of the league. But the problem is that Caitlin Clark is coming in with these numbers, and she is coming in with her points and her assists, and she's saying, hey, look, I'm the face of the league. Whether y'all want to admit it or not, these numbers are because of me. And that's the fact. That is
Cap.
the fact.
Box office
It's
draw.
not. It's not.
Cause
The problem that we have with this, I'm gonna tell you the problem we have with this as black folks. I'm gonna just go here and say this shit. The problem we have with this as black folks is the fact that this is our sport. Oh no, it was made by Naismith, the white guy. It's our sport. This is a black sport, okay? Running, jumping, doing it's a black sport. So to have a white person come into this space, into our space, and create themselves, it's the Eminem factor. It's the main reason why people will be so quick to be like, man, I ain't never heard nobody talk about I need to jam some Eminem. Yet and still this motherfucker got the numbers. Yet and still this motherfucker got the streams. Obviously, people jamming his ass. So
somewhere
we can't sit there and play the same games that the oppressors, white people who sit in those spaces, play. We can't do that shit. We have to be better. No, for real, bro. We gotta be better than white people and admit this shit. Look, Caitlin Clark is gonna be the face until somebody comes in and literally, basically dethrones Caitlin Clark. She is going to be the face. Now, if she has some injuries or some shit like that, maybe she starts backsliding because she can't take the public pressure. Maybe the shit starts finally getting to her. Well, then you got. But at this point in time, this girl's slope is going up, and nobody wants to admit, oh, she's not getting targeted unfairly.
She's fire.
Bullshit. Fire. I have been paying attention to the WNBA since I was a kid.
She's fucking fired. Nobody saying that she's not.
Let me tell you something. These girls literally have lost their minds since they came in the WNBA. They have put on a helmet and shoulder pads and decided to play football with not just her. They have gone at Reese. They have gone at Cardoso.
Mm-hmm.
They have gone at the rookies, but they have definitely. Hold on. They have Brink. They have definitely gone after. They have definitely gone after Caitlin Clark to the point where you even had a girl, I can't remember her name, but she was shooting a free throw, shot one free throw, runs right over to Caitlin Clark, gets in her face because she completely forgets she's got a second free throw to shoot. Now, if you don't call that targeting, I don't know what is, but I know how athletes are because I know how I was on the field, and I know how other athletes were on the field. If you get focused in on something, you will forget everything the fuck else around you because you're locked into this person. And that's how they're coming at her. You can't be like, oh, these girls, because I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and he's like, bro, my sister played in the WNBA. I'm like, I'm glad, but I've been watching these girls for a long time. I was the number one dude at all the college girls games at SMU. Shit, I knew the girls. I love them girls. You know what I'm saying? And that's just right. Bro, I've been watching these women play since I was a kid when the schools, HISD, used to take us to the Comets games as a field trip, bro. Like, that was the number one thing everybody always had to say about women's basketball, whether they liked it or not, was that it was technical. It was a technical sport. Nah, because I ain't been on here, so I'm fixing to go off on this shit. It's a technical sport, right? Everybody has always said, well, we can't get on with women's basketball. It's boring because it's too technical.
Okay.
If it was so physical like it is today, everybody would have been watching it 10, 15 years ago. But it's not been as physical as it is today.
It
not
is
to
in
say
the limelight that they are doing this.
Of course. But it's not
because it's in the limelight because this is why they're playing so hard.
It's in the limelight.
In the limelight.
It's in the limelight, but it's because of why they're in the limelight. It's because of Kate. It's the white girl. What Pat McAfee like to say, it's the white bitch, right?
Yep.
And this is pissing them off, bro. I know. I get it.
Hold on, Mike. Hold it, Mike.
Nigga, I'm me.
You gotta get a rain on them.
All right.
You gotta get on them.
I do want to say this. Is Caitlin a name that people are drawn into and listening to? Yes. Like they're watching, yeah. She's a huge name in the WNBA. It's her rookie season. People have been watching her in college, anticipating this move. But I do feel what Angel Reese said in her statement. She's not the only one that people are tuned into.
And she's not.
Angel
but she's the main one.
Too.
She's not. You're right. They are. This has been one of the biggest drawing years for a WNBA rookie class ever. The whole draft and everything. Okay.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
So can I say this?
This rookie class is highly being watched because what a lot of people and a lot of real big time sports analysts miss it is the fact that you've had generations of young girls and young women playing this sport ever since it got introduced. Maybe, to the women's sports side of it, probably a little over 50 or 60 years ago, which when you compare that to the men's, isn't as long, right? You've had less generations of women coming up through it, continuing the sport. But what happened around the 90s and 2000s was it blossomed. And so now the women that are my age who played in college, they're hardcore watching this shit. They're fans. And guess what? If they got daughters, if they got nieces and nephews even, they're taking them and they're watching it. And now these kids are watching. And the 20-some-year-olds, they're watching it because they just finished playing it if they're not still playing it in college. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting all this massive boom from what the NBA knew a long time ago would happen. You're seeing it, and we talked about this. I said eventually it would happen. Man, the numbers with this class showed that it's happening immediately with this class. But you can't deny when they break it down on views, on sales, on tickets, you can't deny Caitlin is the number one draw, period.
So can I say that back a couple weeks ago, I said that the WNBA now is what the NBA was in the 80s.
70s.
80s.
No, 70s.
Because it's like you just said, before Michael Jordan came to the league, everybody was paying attention to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Now everybody's paying attention to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Although, my ex-wife, you know what I'm saying? Dude, how can you know what? Never mind. My ex-wife was there and she was carrying the league.
Say your name, my boy.
Fuck, y'all made me forget that quick.
Candace Parker.
Candace Parker. You know what I'm saying? Babe,
And
she was carrying the lead for a minute.
And she
You know
got
what I'm
into
saying?
a few physical things herself, but that
But
wasn't a norm.
it-
You didn't have ESPN every day being like, oh, Candace Parker took another foul. Oh, Candace
But
Parker got sent to the
but
floor
now,
again.
I
Oh,
want to say this.
it never
They
happened.
weren't covering the WNBA like they are today.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
yet for two reasons, right? For two reasons.
So
They
can we agree?
They didn't have the limelight. They didn't have the viewership. People weren't paying attention. And guess what? Even though as good as Candace Parker and her class was, again,
20
they
years
weren't
ago,
bringing the numbers. They weren't bringing the numbers. It all
Candace Parker, you still find this
it's all
though.
coming down to
18,
money,
19,
merch,
huh?
and numbers. You know what I'm saying? How
Mhm.
many people
So
can
fine
you
to me.
fill in those seats? How many people can you actually get to watch? And how many people can you get talking about this shit on social media?
And
A
but
lot. Go ahead.
this is the 80s basketball. This is
Mid 80s to 90s.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I do
It's starting
say
to come up.
that
But Caitlin Clark is
the
not the GOAT.
excitement for it is crazy because you're seeing the WNBA expand right
Mhm.
before your eyes also because you have the introduction of the Golden State Valkyries to name one. I believe they said Toronto was getting a team. They haven't picked a name yet. So it's you're going to get more teams. I think they said it was going to be like 4 or 5. So you're going to see cities get them.
Houston
And
needs to get ours back. That's what they need to do. They
So,
bullshit.
hey,
You
but
gonna
if
see
you
cities
look
get
at
'em.
it, the trajectory of the WNBA right now, I've never seen where, just to elaborate to everybody's point, watching the finals game last night, you know when ESPN do the games coming up on the right side?
Yeah.
Guess what was the number one game?
WNBA.
game that didn't feature Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Brink, none of them. It was just a
Did you just say
WNBA
Brink?
game being
Did you just say-
promoted.
Shout out to Brink TV.
Yeah, for sure.
You're right. That's why these veterans are mad. The veterans
But
are
don't
mad.
be
They can say what
mad.
they can
You
say
can't
what they
be
But that's
mad
want.
at that.
Hey, they
But
mad,
that's
bro.
the thing, like, bro,
They mad.
you mad at these younger females coming in here and lighting y'all ass up. Understandable that they taking y'all job.
But
That
they're
ain't their
helping them
fault.
getting paid. They're helping them get paid.
That ain't their fault.
Look,
Y'all need to do your jobs better. But these young girls and Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, that little real fine ass girl on the Sparks. I don't know her name, but
Cameron Brink.
whew, that
tall
woman's so
one?
fine.
Yeah.
Boy,
I
God.
don't think y'all
And
talking about the
Camilla,
same person.
They not.
Cameron Brink is the tall,
The tall
skinny,
blonde
model
chick.
looking basketball player.
yes, her.
Oh,
She bad, bro.
Whew.
She bad,
But
dog.
all 4 of them, they coming in and they doing their job.
But
They
look,
doing what they need to do to make sure
are.
that, hey, look, I'm staying here. I'm coming here to take a spot. And y'all mad at these females for coming to do that shit. But it's also shining the light for the next motherfuckers behind them.
It's
So I
great.
can't wait for Juju to come to the league.
See,
It's
this
great
is the
Wait for
thing.
Juju to come.
I'm gonna put something a little deeper onto why it's the vets and why they're jealous. It's not just simply, here come these young girls come in and take our job. No, these young girls been on NIL deals for a minute. They've been making money.
And
They
this,
understand the industry. They're
these
coming
vets
into the
they
game.
didn't get to benefit from that at all.
They're
Who
coming
fought that
into the
ill?
game, understand the industry and
NCAA.
contracts. So it's like basically it's like this. If let's say you were to be a pipe fitter, right? And you hire a pipe fitter straight out of college, but this motherfucker already been making money. And guess what? He been working for companies that you want to work for. And he already know the business. And you coming in, how you fixing to just haze and treat this person and be like, let me show you the ropes. Kind of hard.
Yeah.
Kind of hard. When that young person is coming in, they already got the experience on the contracts. They're already used to making this money. See, this is why it's not fitting. It was just like, I'll never forget when I was coming to college, right? And they used to do hazings. They didn't haze us our freshman year. They didn't haze us our freshman year. And it was a big reason why, because a lot of us that freshman year, we were just as strong as seniors. And some of us stronger. So we wasn't fixing to play them games. You're not
Low-ass
fixing to
seniors.
parade us around and embarrass us and do all that shit on campus, because guess what? We've already been here for 2 months prior to you coming into summer training in the 2-a-days. Okay. We've been here for 2 months prior doing our own 2-a-day. So we've already lost all time period, and we've already lost a sense of, oh shit, here come the upperclassmen. We're gonna get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. We didn't take it.
Hey, man.
And eventually upperclassmen respected us for that shit because it was like, yeah, we're not fixing to do that shit this year. And that's the same thing that you have now with these younger college players that are going into the pros already making money and understanding the business.
Man,
The vets are
this is
getting
why I
paid
like-
for
okay,
that part.
is hot fire made. But lady, whatever your name is, if you grab Angel Reese by the neck again, I'm gonna
Hey,
untie
bro,
your
it's
shoes in the middle of the
basketball.
game.
Bro,
I don't care. No, it ain't.
elbowed her. And
But
that was
look,
7
hey,
days.
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
don't care how long it was. It could have been
This-
last year.
This
She
is what I
grab her by
look
the neck
at.
again, I'm gonna choke her.
This is what I look at. And it goes to both of y'all point. If none of these players was as big as they was coming into the WNBA, I probably could tell you 4 WNBA players all time. Shut the fuck up all time, right? So they call the girl you call a reptilian, Kennedy. They call her the Dylan Brooks of the WNBA. Lady, nobody
what?
wouldn't even knew your name. Nobody wouldn't have knew your name at all.
At all.
Like these players wouldn't have never known. I would have knew Kelsey Plum, Therese, what's her name? Tarasi,
Diana
Asia
Taurasi,
Wilson.
the
I
GOAT.
would have knew just that, but they putting a light on these women who grinded to make it to the big leagues. That's what it is. It's major. It's look,
Major
bro.
is top tier women.
Major
Yeah,
moves
it's
right here,
top to
baby.
the food chain.
You gotta get with
And
it,
we
get
was
lost.
still
Hey,
in the
lady.
know your name. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that. Look at if these ladies not respecting y'all and they looked up to y'all coming into the league, give these ladies they props for putting a whole new light on your league that you've been trying to get it out there this whole time. You know what I
Look,
mean?
I'm not saying take it easy on the rookie. I'm not saying, oh, don't show them, don't give them a welcome to the league, because everybody's always going to get a welcome to the league.
Yeah.
But what people like myself who are saying, especially CC is getting targeted, don't make it fucking obvious. Don't be so obvious to the point where you got 2 free throws and after your first one, you running right up to the girl's face, guarding her like, oh, you're not moving nowhere. That looks like a fucking skit from
Do you know who that girl
the
is,
college
Mike?
kid.
Mike,
No,
you
I
know who
can't
that
even
girl
remember.
is?
I can't
No,
even
the
remember.
girl. I'm gonna tell you who she is. Do you remember in college when Caitlin Clark waved off that girl? She waved off doing she wasn't gonna shoot.
That was her.
Yes,
It
that's
still
her.
don't matter. You got 2 free throws to shoot. How you gonna be so locked into the game that after
But she
your
a
first free
rookie.
throw,
That's what I'm
you
saying,
gonna run
Mike.
over
She
there
a
and be
rookie
like,
too.
I
She a
got to
rookie
make
too.
this team. No, I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
I got to make this team.
They
well,
have
guess
to
what?
and
Well, guess
because
what?
the WNBA does not have very many teams, so they have to be dogs. Because how many
But guess what?
women got drafted and released from the team several weeks later? A lot of them.
But this is what that shows: a lack of focus. Because you're so focused in on one thing, you lack the focus of everything else around. She lacked the focus of taking her second free throw shot, right? Possibly hitting another point,
Made the team.
just to get in the face of Caitlin Clark. Now, for somebody, a coach who doesn't really give 2 shits about the Caitlin Clark situation, if she sees that, right, or if he sees that in a player, I guarantee you the first thing they're gonna be like is, oh, they'll high five him. Oh yeah, great job, but you had another free throw to shoot, right?
Come sit
Like
your motherfucking ass down.
that could come back in another situation that's not Caitlin Clark related, that will cost you a game because this player was so focused on one thing, they completely forgot everything else going on around.
On the
And
flip side,
that's the problem. That's
I
the
would say
problem that we're having.
when you have a great player and you know you're gonna face a great player today, this person has been highly touted as a great, especially coming out of college. They're coming into the WNBA and they're praised as one of the greats already. You gonna wake up for that game. This is a game that I'm gonna go hard. So, do I understand the mistakes, like you were saying with the free throw? I can see a lot of those happening, but they do need to stop that kind of stuff. But are they going to dial down the intensity? No, because you wouldn't do it for LeBron. You wouldn't do it for Jordan. You wouldn't do it for Kobe. These are greats. You're
They do it
facing
though.
a great. You're
Yeah,
facing
but they do it though. They do it though.
I mean, but look,
LeBron
even
is not a
though-
great.
Who?
Hey, we gonna X you out the chat. You
Look.
getting X out.
Not today, buddy. You're not
Listen.
finna give me today. You're
They
not
gonna
finna
wake
give me
up
a day,
for it
little
7 days
puppet.
a week, bro.
The
7
niggas still
days a
ain't the
week.
great.
Especially if they got the dog, they got that dog mentality. They waking up for it 7 days a week.
Hey man.
So,
Nah,
He
but let's
better
be
than your
real though.
favorite.
They
But for real
do.
though, if I
You know,
do
Better than your
have,
favorite.
if I'm
LeBron.
finna play
Look,
a
no
game
rings,
with
Melo.
LeBron, Kobe, or Mike, or Tracy, or AI, or somebody like of that caliber, yes, nigga, I don't give a fuck if I'm who is trash right now. I don't care if I'm finna battle with Devin Booker. I got
Devin Booker
LeBron
ain't
in a
trash.
couple
What?
of days.
Yeah, but you
Let
gonna
me
get
drug
calls,
cool or
bro.
somebody.
That's the
What?
thing. That's the thing that
the wrong guy.
look,
You
they're
look like
gonna get the
Patrick
call.
Beverly or some shit.
LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, they're all gonna get the calls in their favor. And
Yes,
that's the problem. Caitlin's not getting the calls in her favor.
She's
The
a rookie.
WNBA
that's her fault.
is no, that's the league's fault. Because look, hey,
That's
you
any
still
league.
got
That's any league.
Ice Cube. You still got Ice Cube sitting out there, probably upping that 3-point, that 3 versus 3 deal, being like, hey, Caitlin, switch over here. I give you 20 million.
That's
What
her
you
fault.
think
She
that's gonna do to the WNBA and their numbers?
It's gonna
That would-
kill their
that would-
numbers.
Yeah,
Kill
that
him.
was
Kill
gonna
it.
put
She
a
Kill him.
She should
pause on everything.
took
So-
her ass over there.
So
and
what
got
the front
made that
office,
money.
what that front office needs to do is they need to protect their asset. I'm not saying fucking mollycoddle the girl. No, she can still take hits. But when you see cheap ass shit like that from the back, bitch needs to get ejected, fined, and everything else that would happen in the NBA. Because guess what? They did some shit to Draymond. They did some shit to Draymond where even when we rewinded back the film, like, oh, when they said he stepped on the white boy. No, the white boy held around to his ankle and was trying to retwist and hurt ankle that Draymond just came off of. So yes, Draymond did step him off because he deserved it.
He's not a rookie.
But what I'm saying is,
when you compare John Morant's rookie season, he took hella beatings. He even in the air took beatings.
But this,
But he's a dude. He's a dude. He's a
Two
dude.
different things. Them
The
two
league
different
is-
things. You talking about a hard foul on a basketball play and another basketball play to push a motherfucker down. That's
What's the hard foul?
Bruh,
That's
she
not a
wasn't even
hard
looking
foul.
at
She
the
wasn't
ball
looking.
wasn't even in play.
And not even
The
play.
ball was the ball wasn't even in play. She
Was just literally
standing there.
standing up there, just standing there. That was it. That's
So
all
you
she
mean
was
to
doing.
tell me that the lady didn't take the ball out 2 seconds before,
She can't
and then she bumped her, and then that's
Go
a
look at
hard
the play,
foul.
Papa Luciano.
I've seen the play several times today. Bro, that
ball-
was
the
a
ball
single
wasn't in
ass.
play.
That don't matter.
Hold on.
It's not
It
a
do
hard ass
matter.
Wait a minute.
foul.
It
Wait a minute. How
matters.
much time we
Bro,
got,
y'all,
Derek? D2, how much time we got?
y'all
Hold
niggas
on, hold on.
talking
Listen,
about a
listen.
hard ass foul, bro. She literally just bumped that girl, and that girl did all that. Man, stop the cap, bro. That girl, man.
Hey, I wanna switch it to another controversial subject. And get off this because we've definitely covered the WNBA a lot.
These niggas is
You know what I'm saying?
talking about
No, you
let
talk
me-
about the
hard-ass
WNBA a
foul.
lot.
Let
You
me
talk
get
about
to
the
this.
WNBA.
Let me get to this controversial subject. So it was a couple weeks ago. I've been wanting to address this shit. But a couple weeks ago. Damn you, D Terrell, with that damn Andre 3000 shit. All right.
Everybody pulled that hoe out, bro.
Look, there's been a lot of controversy and a lot of shit said in the past few weeks about this whole if NBA basketball players can play NFL football and vice versa.
Hell no.
And I'm here to tell you, no. Rivers, first of all, was so fucking wrong. Okay. I have been around basketball players forever because I play both sports. All right. Now, not going to talk about the athletes. True athletes are athletes that can play any sport and can excel in it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about strictly basketball players.
Can I throw out some examples while you keep going?
Yeah.
I'll say Ant, Russell, people like that. They're who you talking about?
I wouldn't say Russell.
I would know.
Russell played football too, fool.
What would he play now? Nah, he talking about Westbrook.
Yeah,
Oh,
about
is it?
Westbrook.
Okay. I could, yeah. I
Like,
thought he was
like
talking about
Ant-Man,
Russell Wilson. I
Russell,
was like,
Jalen
that nigga
Suggs,
played tennis.
LeBron,
no,
and
no, no. Here's the thing.
Shut the
somebody
fuck
else.
up
Play
talking.
tennis. Fuck you talking about?
Bruh. At a
Sick of
certain
this nigga.
point, right? At a certain point, motherfuckers decide they're gonna go to a certain way,
Yeah,
especially in high school. If you play in both sports, usually you're gonna
gotta
decide
make a
which
decision.
path am I exactly right. If you're going to college, hey, which scholarship am I gonna take? Now, most people that play football and basketball, if they got both, they're gonna go basketball. Why? Because they don't like to hit. Okay, they don't like to hit.
I
So
wouldn't
that's
say
the
necessarily like to hit. I
oh
think the fact that you're playing a contact sport increases the chance of injury.
no
And
no
if
no.
you want
They
a
don't like to get
career
hit.
that lasts a little bit longer, you don't want to. You
Derek,
don't
let's be real.
you
It's
don't
been too many times. Even as little kids, when we see the drills, right? When we get kids in football drills and they're known for being multi-athlete sports. Let's say you get them in like the good old Oklahoma drill. Oh, you can let I can literally tell you which ones are going to quit by high school or before they get in high school because
well,
the
yeah,
fact that they don't
Oklahoma,
like to hit or get
you could
hit.
tell, yeah, you could tell during that drill. But I think the problem was too, because I was also a kid that played multiple. It was the being taught, like if you played football first, then it was fine. But if you played other things first, like basketball, golf, soccer, if you played any other sport first and for longer, it was just the mentality of what you were taught. You know what I'm saying? I think it probably should be taught the opposite. If you're gonna try to play football, you should probably do that first.
Well, this is the
And
thing. See, football players are more in general. If we were just to take a person that's strictly football
we
and a
are
person
live,
that's
sir.
strictly basketball, right? We're not talking about athletes. We're not talking about the pure
Yeah,
multi-sport athletes. We're talking about the guy that strictly plays football versus the guy that strictly plays basketball.
right.
Growing up through life, this football player is still going to be more athletic, and here's why: they
Condition.
work on their hips, conditioning, the constant explosiveness. So they're not just working conditioning over a long period. They're working explosiveness between short gaps, right?
Mhm.
Their hips, they're working on the level in which they have to be able to do work in a certain position, staying low. Basketball players are not taught that. Basketball players' hips are very stiff. Anytime when I was at SMU or SFA and we allowed the basketball teams to join in our drills, we would laugh at the way they would run because of how stiff they were. It was like watching a 2x4 run with legs. Okay. You would try to teach a basketball player how to drop their knees and bend into their hips. They couldn't do it. Their knees would go forward because they don't know how to do that. It's certain movements that football players do that are more athletic by nature than basketball players. That's why when we watch a football player, we can watch a 300 plus pound lineman doing his 40-yard dash, and this dude will run damn near a 4.9, if not faster. Then we could say a 6'8", 6'9", 300, same weight, okay, but just taller, and we can and leaner, mind you, and we can put them on the 40. And guess what that basketball player does? Pop straight up soon as they start running, if they're not already running straight up, because they have no flexibility in their hips and their knees, despite them just jumping up and down. Their explosion comes from the floor up into the air. It does not come from the ground to the air and out in every other fucking direction. This is the problem that I have when they say, oh, basketball players could play football, because no, they can't. We've seen them. Plenty of football players in college have seen basketball players try to do football drills, athletic drills. It is bad. It is strictly horrible. They have no
But this is
athletic movement like a football player. They just don't have that type of movement.
This
And
is
they'll
why
be
I
like,
think you see a lot of basketball players today, NBA players, train with football players in the offseason so they can gain some of that. The one
yeah,
thing I would say on the flip side is
and
because
it's
of
been growing.
for a
And
football
that's been
player,
growing.
the endurance for a basketball player might be a little bit longer. But as far as the flexibility in the running, the explosiveness, I do agree there, which is why they want to pick those things up. If you combine the two, like I said, if you depending on how you started playing sports, which sport you started playing first, because if you played golf, you know what I'm saying, then you got to high school and you was like, oh yeah, bro, I could also throw, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw some baseball in there. Shit might be weird. You know what I'm saying? It could be completely weird. You've been playing golf with a fucking stick this whole time.
I mean, this is the thing. Every football player that I've known that also played basketball always had a quicker first step than any basketball player that I've ever known that strictly played basketball, because of the fact that we cut. Football players cut.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving in different directions. So on that first step, if you got an athlete or a football player that played basketball before and he knows how to dribble, he getting by you. He getting by you on that first step every single time.
An example, Allen Iverson. You could also see the footwork in LeBron James when he's off ball. It's certain
when he first came into the league. You're right. You could tell when he first came into the league and he used to just tear down that court. You could tell. Oh yeah,
he can still get past somebody off ball real quick for a quick lob.
No, but he ain't running the way he used to.
He ain't as quick as he was, but I mean,
because he was.
But vice
he
versa.
Training a much more.
It's like football players can go on a basketball. They can go start for a team right now. You could take a.
I would say, what's his name? Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Oh, Miles Garrett.
Picture him as a power forward in the NBA.
Yeah, no, he's starting. No, I say Garrett. He's starting. If he got a shot, he start. If Garrett got to start a shot, he started because he could jump. Garrett's already shown how high he can jump, with vertical wise, and I think he's not even that tall. I think he's like my height, 6'5", 6'4".
So we'll wrap up. He's 6'5".
Yeah,
we'll wrap up with this.
6'4". He's 6'6" with cleats.
I'm sorry, basketball players. I hate to tell you, but if you strictly play basketball your entire life, there is no way in hell you are jumping on a football field and can be a second string, hell, anything but the water. You'll be a water boy. You wouldn't even be a practice dummy, because at the end of the second day of practice, you would be done. Your body would be done. But ask a football player playing basketball, please. That's every damn day, man.
So I want to let's finish up with this, since we're talking about athletes playing multiple sports. Stevenson. Gable Stevenson. Did you hear he tried out for the Bills, made the team?
Who is he?
Former Olympic gold medalist wrestler. He was also a WWE superstar.
Oh yeah. I heard about that.
What was his moniker? WWE.
Did he? What did he go by in WWE?
I don't think he was that big of a name, bro.
He was definitely not a man. They hung their hat on the Olympic gold medalist shit. Like they kind of buried
Kurt Angle.
He was a WWE wrestler as well, but they hung the hat on. He was an Olympic gold medalist, but he tried out for the Bills, made the team. Know what I'm saying? So,
what did he?
Be a good move for him. Is it gonna? Huh?
What did he make it as? Well, what did they say he's playing, or did they say?
You know what they do, bro? Gonna put the man as a fullback or some shit.
Special team.
They probably are.
Special team.
And let me point this out.
Be a blocker.
First time he has ever put pads on. He has never played football ever. in his career as an athlete.
Oh, that'll get exposed as soon as they put pads on. That'll get exposed as soon as they put pads on, bro.
I got a serious question before we get out of here. Like, why aren't there more rugby players coming over to American football?
Because it's different. They've already true rugby players have already said it's a different sport. It's different.
They look at American football like they soft.
No, bullshit, because they've tried to play it. It's just a different sport. Now, of course, you're gonna have some guys that would probably excel in it because those are the superstars over there. But a lot of people that play that sport, it's a different animal, bro. They're not. You gotta remember, especially now they're making the game soft, but when we were coming up as kids and when we were playing and shit, I mean, hell, you put those shoulder pads and that helmet on, you were ready to fly in a brick wall. Yeah, exactly. You were flying into brick walls. That's why they had to stop helmet to helmet collisions, because dudes at a certain point, you'd be running with your eyes up, and if you seen that dude within about 2 to 3 steps, bam, there go the head. There go the, you already knew.
I like
You
Ryan
wasn't
Clark.
even going there. There go the head, right?
Ryan
And
Clark ass.
you know what I'm saying? Like both people would do this shit, and now they're trying to slow the game up because of the fact that yes, you've had football players taking damage to their brains and other things like that. But this game, right? Football is a gladiator sport. It's a fight, and that's why, especially look, it's always funny to me
Fuck is that
when
face?
people be like, "What?"
This nigga's face right now.
Well, no, it's always
That's
funny
my
to me when
football. Damn,
people
my face look under the helmet, bro.
when people even want to like talk about linemen. Like linemen's got such an easy job. I'm like, bruh, do you know how hard it is to really get in that type of a stance? First of all, to get your hips down at a certain angle, your back flat, and then to come out of that and still be at a certain angle where you're keeping power in your base while still driving forward and staying low, keeping you like staying about as low. Your shoulder pads are about as low to the ground as a basketball player's hips are standing up.
I feel like we talked a lot about hips today.
No, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And this is all I'm saying is like people take that for granted, like, oh, these big dudes, linemen don't do shit. Well, shit. Like, get
They
down in the
must ain't
stance.
seen who they going
Body.
They
against.
play snap
Have y'all
after
No,
snap.
seen-
though.
But then
Have y'all
again, them
seen
motherfuckers don't
Parsons
see.
hit the corner and
But
dip
the-
low? Have you
them
seen a
motherfuckers
big
don't see
dip
how
low?
big them niggas really
Y'all
is.
worry about the wrong nigga. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all forgot about the homie KJ?
Man,
Huh? Yeah.
that nigga, what, 23 and
KJ.
300 pounds?
25.
Wait, KJ.
McCool.
Oh,
Shout out to KJ McCool.
Shout out to KJ McCool, man.
Man, fuck
man.
big head ass nigga. Fuck that big head ass nigga. Man, fuck dude.
You just mad
All
because
right, well, he come back and he roast the shit out your ass again.
I ain't wearing my. I ain't
What's up,
wearing the
KJ?
snuggie. I ain't wearing the
Get that
snuggie
nigga,
now,
KJ.
nigga.
Don't get me.
Congratulations,
Get
to you,
him.
bro.
Get him.
Get that nigga, KJ.
Malarkey Sports. Yeah, man. So, as you all know, we've been on for an hour. So, y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Cut to Malarkey Sports. We had to give y'all a special Friday edition because the game was yesterday, and didn't
We
nobody
had to watch that shit.
Yeah,
Dallas got their ass drove.
cut that off.
Wagwan, Dallas. Wagwan.
On that note, Cut to Malarkey Sports. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Make sure you follow Facebook. That way you can keep up with it. What the fuck was that? You can keep up with the live schedule. If we move it from Thursday to Friday because of the game, you'll know. So Facebook, go ahead, follow. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe, like, share to all the homies and homettes, if that's a word. Share it to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because the hood, where they do it most good.
With balloons and shit.
Come back next time when we get to see Paper Route doing some more weird shit.
Look at that.
This motherfucker, bro. Yeah,
I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it.
I don't know. This shit
I
don't
don't
work.
know.
Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a great, safe weekend. You know what I'm saying? We already in June. That means this year is going by fast. And if you ain't already, you know what I'm saying? What they say? If you ain't doing what the fuck you wanted to do at the beginning of the year, do that shit. Bye, nigga.